Hey, hey, hey. Rival Will here. How we doing tonight? Looks like we got several people already here. We got Price with the cat in the box, as well as Milo with cat in the box. How y'all doing? Also, Ryan, a yop, a yop beauties, a yop beauties. A yop to you too, Ryan. How are you doing? You fine, wonderful, wonderful people. All right, so today's going to be a little bit different. So, no video games. What I have here, y'all would not believe this, but I currently have right here next to me. Can I actually? I'm going to see if I can turn my camera so y'all can see a little bit. Hopefully, this won't make everything go crazy. All right, so I'm going to pick up my computer, take a look, all of these boxes and like bags, those are all DVDs. Now, this is what happened. This is what, or I guess this is what's happening. Uh, the my neighbor across the hallway from me, he's an elderly gentleman, and he's going to be moving, and he's having to get rid of a lot of stuff. And he told me that he had this massive. He said, "Hey, I've got some movies. I like to collect movies, but I can't take most of them with me. Do you want them?" And I said, "Oh, sure. I love movies." I did not realize that he had an entire guest room that was nothing but DVDs. Now, so I've got two giant boxes, and I brought took over two like canvas grocery bags. This is only the first batch. He told me there's actually going to be a lot more where this came from. So I have no idea what any of this stuff is. I mean, obviously, I saw one or two at the top, but I have no idea what most of this is. So I thought it might be kind of fun, especially with some friends, to kind of go over what some of this stuff is and whether or not I should keep it and watch it if I've never heard of it, or maybe take it to there's like some stores where you can basically turn in like DVDs and video games for store credit. So we used to do that with FYE. That was for your entertainment, but I'm pretty sure that's all closed down now. But there's still one or two other stores that'll do that. So that's the idea for tonight. I also, on my phone, right over here, pulled up a YouTube video that's 10 hours of no copyright free piano music. That way we would have something in the background. So let me know. There we go. Just a little something. Cool. All right. So, guys, we are going to give this a shot. But at any rate, I'm basically just gonna pull down here, grab a DVD, and see what this is. If I've ever heard of it, if y'all have heard of it, let me know. And if y'all think I ought to watch it, tell me, and I'll put it in the keep pile. If not, I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't need this many DVDs. All right. So first film out of the bag. Wow, this is really okay. So this first DVD is called Under the Tuscan Sun with Diana Lane. I'm assuming this is like one of those romantic comedy. Okay, from the studio that brought you Sweet Home Alabama, it comes this extraordinary romantic comedy. Under the Tuscan Sun. You know what? I might give this to my mom. She might enjoy this. And it's in full screen edition. So, all right. So I tell you what, I'm actually going to have three piles. I'm going to have the keep pile, I'm going to have the gift pile, and then I'm going to have the sell pile, I guess. So this is going to go in the gift pile because, no offense to Diana Lane, that really doesn't seem super interesting to me. So, gift pile. Let's see what we got next. What dreams may come. Oh, okay. I actually just recently saw this. This is a movie with Robin Williams and Cuba Gooding Jr. This is a film, if I remember correctly, that kind of shows an interpretation of the afterlife. That's actually really interesting. I'm probably actually going to keep this. Robin Williams, I always thought of him as like being a comedian, but he actually did a lot of like very dramatic stuff that I really didn't start watching until I was a bit younger. So I'm gonna put that in the keep pile right over there. All right, so far so good. Let's see what's next. What on earth? Okay, so this is a movie. I've not seen one of these like DVD cases in a long time. All right, so so this apparently is called Frequency. Frequency, starring Dennis Quaid and Jim Caviezel. It looks like an action movie. Honestly, unless one of y'all are familiar with this one, I don't know. I'm not sure. Intense and entertaining and thrilling, but I've never heard of it. I've never heard of this. Wait a minute. Okay, so DVD-ROM features script to screen, original website, Lord of the Rings web browser, wallpaper and screensaver. What? Why is the Lord of the Rings game or web browser, wallpaper and screensaver? Why is there a Lord of the Rings stuff on this DVD? Is this like the director of Lord of the Rings? Like, why is that on here? That doesn't make any sense. Sierra Studios and Ground Control, fully playable demo of Sierra Studios Ground Control game. Okay, this honestly feels like one of those, hey, we want you to buy our movies. Let's throw in all this extra stuff that we think would attract attention. So that is going to go in the sell pile. All right. Okay. This movie is called Blood Diamond. Blood Diamond. You know, and here I kind of consider myself to be, you know, an avid movie watcher. Other than like one or two, I mean, well, I guess technically I've heard of Under the Tuscan Sun, I suppose. I'm probably calling this a little too early. All right, so Blood Diamond. Never heard of this. 5 Academy Award nominations. Leonardo DiCaprio for one of those actors. All right. Mercenary turned smuggler. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if this is... You know, I wonder if that has to do... I remember this whole thing where the Blood Diamonds, they're rare. Okay, it says here, recovering a rare pink diamond of immense value and rescuing the fisherman's son. Conscripted as a child soldier into brutal rebel forces. Wow. Dang, this is directed by Edward Zwick, Glory and the Last Samurai. Okay. I might put this in the gift pile. My dad might enjoy a movie like that. All right. Whew. Let's see what we got. Oh, okay. A Time to Kill. Dang, okay. A gripping story. Okay. This is starring Sandra Bullock, Samuel L. Jackson. All right. Nick Fury himself, Matthew McConaughey, and Kevin Spacey. Okay. I gotcha. I guess I might... I mean, it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it. I mean, that man is epic. How could he... I mean, I've never seen him in anything that was bad. So, might as well hold on to that one and see what adventures we get into that. Oh my goodness. Next up, we got Madea's Family Reunion, the movie. I've only ever seen like 1 or 2 Madea films. This is in widescreen edition. All right. Huh. How many Madea movies are there? Like, I know there are a few. I don't know too much about it. Okay, so this is... Oh, so wait a minute. This was a stage production called Madea's Family Reunion, and then it was turned into a movie. I gotcha. You know what? I always hear a lot of people tell me that the Madea movies are really, really good, and I've only seen like one, and it was like the Boo Madea that a group of friends took me to. I'll give it a shot. Might as well put that in the keep pile. Okay. What? All right. Jack the Giant Slayer. This looks like one of those movies that would be fake in another movie or TV show. This doesn't look like this is a real movie. I have never heard of this. What on earth? I almost want to hold on to this just to see what this is. Let's see. I don't recognize any of these actors. I mean, it basically just looks like a dramatic, epic style retelling of the classic fairy tale. And yet there's virtually nothing about it on here except giant fun for the whole family, said Steve Oldfield from Fox TV. Well, if it's good enough for Mr. Steve Oldfield, it's good enough for me to give it a watch. We'll put that in the keep pile. All right. Ooh, this looks based on a true story. The Frozen Ground. The hunt for Alaska's most prolific serial killer. My gosh. Man, this got dramatic. All right, so we got Nicolas Cage, John Cusack, Vanessa Hudgens. Oh, really? Interesting. Based on the shocking true story of Alaska State Trooper who set out to end the murderous rampage of one of the country's most prolific serial killers. Really? Huh. This has a very, like, true crime-esque feel to it, which I'm sometimes in the mood for to watch. Huh. Okay. Man, I was surprised. I honestly wasn't expecting to have so many movies in the keep pile to start off with. I honestly wasn't. I mean, I was kind of thinking there'd be a lot of stuff that I'd be like, well, just, okay. Grace is Gone. John Cusack again. Okay. Sundance Film Festival winner, Audience Award, winner for Best Screenplay from the Sundance Film Festival. Interesting. All right. Let's see. Grace is Gone is a very strong, very moving movie, said Richard Roper at the movies with Ebert and Roper. Okay, so that's, huh. This looks like a tearjerker type of a movie. I might pass this on to my mom. She might enjoy. She enjoys when she doesn't watch movies often. But when she does, she likes like either the romantic comedies or more of like the dramas. Right. The Duff. Wow. What the? Okay, so apparently Duff stands for Designated Ugly Fat Friend. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, maybe this is like they have the lead character in a fat suit or something, but I'm sorry. If you're telling me that lead character is like ugly and fat, I mean, Hollywood, you clearly don't know what's going on here. That honestly does not look super interesting to me. I mean, it kind of leaves a bad first impression, to be honest with you. I'm gonna put that in the sell pile. Ooh, I remember seeing a trailer for this. This is called Downsizing with Matt Damon. Alright. Category 1. Oh, okay. Interesting. Live Large, Ingenious Comedy. Honestly, I don't remember hearing anything else about it after the trailer. So, we'll put that in the sell pile. Alright, moving right along. Okay. Oh! I do remember this trailer too. So this is Joaquin Phoenix in a movie called Her. So I really didn't know much about Joaquin Phoenix until I saw the movie Joker, which is very, very like dark, but also really, really good. Um, Academy Award winner, 2014 Best Original Screenplay. Huh. I mean, interesting. You know what? We'll give this one a shot. I'm gonna put this in the keep pile because I he surprised me with Joker. So I'm gonna give that movie a shot. All right, The Age of Adeline. Why are there so many movies that I've like never heard of before? I mean, so we got Blake Lively, we've got Kathy Baker with Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, Mr. Indiana Jones is in this movie. There he is on the back, sporting a goatee. Interesting. Um, Your death experience and from that day on never grows older. Ooh, huh? Kind of lost interest. uh, The Little Princess. Really? Okay. The Little Princess from the beloved classic author of The Secret Garden. Little Princess. Starts with imagination. I feel like there are other versions of A Little Princess. Once again, we have this like old-fashioned DVD cover type. That's interesting. Huh. Alright, you know what? Well, put that in the cell file. Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. Okay, now this I actually have seen. This is probably a hot take. It's alright. I didn't grow up with the book, so I probably would have a much stronger emotional reaction if I'd have actually read the books. Alright. I Am Sam. What we have here is a new dramatic retelling of Green Eggs and Ham. I am Sam. Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? No. Alright. What on earth kind of movie is this? Sean Penn and Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer. Friday performance, humorous, heartwarming story about a mentally challenged father who enlists the aid of high-powered attorney to help him regain custody of his daughter. Huh. Interesting. What's this here? Interesting. All right. Put that in the cell pile. The Ranger, the Cook, and a Hole in the Sky. Oh, Mr. Sam Elliott, the Mustache Man. And then Jerry O'Connell. Okay. Cell pile. Kind of going a little bit quicker now. Nights in Row. What? Richard Gere, Diana Lane. Oh, Miss Diana Lane again. From the author of The Notebook. Next. The Bear. Singular. Greatest thrill is not to kill, but to let live. Okay, a few films capture the raw essence of the wild-like director Jean-Jacques Annaud's The Bear with jaw-dropping animal performances. Nah. So, Antonio Banderas in Desperado. Huh. Actually, my dad might enjoy this film. We will put that in the gift pile. All right, and that is one bag empty. Oh my goodness, this is going to take a little while. All right. Ooh, can I show that on here? What is this? Wait. 1968 in color. Jane Fonda, Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. What the heck kind of movie is this? I I am so curious because this looks absolutely ridiculous. It looks like it's trying to be like Star Wars, but also like I don't even know what. Like what in the world is this movie? Okay. Wait a minute. Is this based on a comic book? Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to look this up because I don't have any idea what that is. All right, we're googling this. I've got to know what this is. Well, I guess I don't got to know, but I really, really, really want to know. All right. There it is. Okay. Astronaut from the 41st century sets out to find and stop the evil scientist Durand, whose post-electronic ray threatens to bring evil back into the galaxy. Really? Okay. Huh. I have no idea. It says the genres are adventure, comedy, fantasy. Huh. Interesting. What is it rated? It doesn't say. Huh. Okay, so it was. Ooh. I'm curious, like, what reviews it got. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to it just for the time being because I'm really curious. Because I mean, I'm not gonna spend the next 10, 15 minutes just staring at my iPad looking at information. All right, let's see. We got August, Osage Country. Hmm. Meryl Streep and Julia Roberts. Hmm. It's got a lot of other. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it. It's got Ewan McGregor. It's got a lot of like actiony people in it. But this, what is this? Darkly hilarious and deeply touching story of the strong-willed women of the Weston family, whose lives converge when a family crisis brings them back to the Midwest house they grew up in and to the dysfunctional mother who raised them. Huh. Actually, I'll put this in the gift pile. I think at least somebody in my family might enjoy that. All right. Hatfield and McCoy. Nope. Not interested. All right. Heaven Can Wait. Looks like a human version of All Dogs Go to Heaven. Seen it. All right. Mona Lisa Smile. Julia Roberts. Again. Oops. Mona Lisa Smile. Nah. Cell pop. Shakespeare in Love. Really? Actually, a member of my family might enjoy that. Gift pop. Ooh, The Freedom Riders. That's actually a really good movie. I think I actually own this on DVD. But just to be sure, I will actually hold on to this. If you've never seen The Freedom Riders, this is actually a really good movie. It does have like one bad word in it near the middle towards the end, but it's a really, really good movie. Highly recommend. All right. Ryan's song. Ryan's song. Courage. Maybe my family might enjoy that one. All right. And 300. Actually, I actually know one of my friends really enjoys that movie, so I might give that to him. And that is the live-action Beauty and the Beast remake. Well, only one of them is live action. The other one is still animated, just in a completely different way. That is going in the sell pile. 2 reasons. Number 1, Disney Plus. Number 2, give me the original any day. All right. After the Sunset. The Cop, the Fed, the Thief, the Bait, the Boss. Okay. It's kind of interesting. Hold on to that one. The Golden Compass. I feel like I've seen this. It was all right. It seemed a little weird to me. Again, I never read these books. If I'm going to watch something that's got like the science fiction-y type of element to it, I prefer Star Wars, but still. There's Sam Elliott again. Daniel Craig. Sell pile. The Cell. His mind is her prison. What on? Oh. I remember watching something about this movie. This has got some like messed up stuff in it. Okay, so this is going to temporarily go in the keep pile, but not to watch. Maybe to gag gift somebody. Alright, and now we've got Denzel Washington in John Q. Give a father no option, and you leave him no choice. The film Oscar-winning Denzel Washington stars as John Q. Archibald, the everyday man forced to take drastic measures in this situation. When his young son collapses, John Q. and his wife learn that their only child needs a heart transplant without enough health insurance or money to cover the operation. It seems that they are out of options. What happens next will keep you on the edge of your seat as John Q. takes matters into his own hands in the race against time to save his son's life. Okay, that actually sounds really interesting. I'm going to hold on to that one. That sounds really cool. Concussion, starring Will Smith, based on a true story. I remember when I saw the trailers for this. I actually think I'll hold on to this one too. That sounds like an interesting movie. Never seen it, but that sounds interesting. Species? It says, men can't resist her, mankind may not survive her. What the heck is this movie? Charged with pulse-pounding suspense, ingenious special effects, and a first-rate cast. Blah, 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 blah. These people. Species is an adrenaline-charged thrill ride you'll never forget. When a beautiful woman-alien hybrid escapes from observation, scientists dispatch a crew of experts to find her before she is able to fulfill her horrific purpose to mate with unsuspecting men and produce offspring that could destroy mankind. As her deadly biological clock ticks rapidly, the team are hurled into a desperate battle in which the fate of humanity itself hangs in the balance. That sounds so dumb. That sounds so completely dumb. This is a real movie. Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, like MGM, produced this. That sounds insane. Okay. That, oh my gosh. Okay. This sounds crazy, but this might need to be a keep just to watch once and actually see what it's like. I might sell that one later. All right. Looper. Saw parts of it. Actually, as much as I love time travel things, didn't care for it. So, uh, Johnny Depp. Ooh, Johnny Depp. The Ninth Gate. Anything more terrifying than searching for the devil is finding him. What the heck? Locks the gates to hell and newest thrill. Oh my gosh. I get rain copies of the demonic manuscript. Ugh. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. 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 Sell pile. All right. 12 Monkeys. The future is history. Bruce Willis. Madeline Stowe. Brad Pitt. 12 Monkeys, one of the year's very best films. And the science fiction masterpiece. Funny, I've never heard of it. All right, in the science fiction masterpiece, Bruce Willis is sent back in time to save the human race from a deadly virus that has forced mankind into dank underground communities in the future. Sounds like he was sent back. All right. Hey, bud, you want to play Among Us in a bit? Oh, yay. Hey, Kevin. How you doing? Yes, that sounds great. Just doing a little bit of a hangout thing. I was given all of these, like 1, 2 big old boxes of DVDs from the guy who lives across the hall from me. So I'm just going through them, and I'm deciding what movies I want to keep, which ones I will, give to like family or friends who I think they might enjoy them, and which ones I'm going to sell. Have you ever heard of 12 Monkeys? Is that a movie you're familiar with, Kevin? Because I've never heard of this. Huh. Well, we shall see. But yeah, I'm happy to play Among Us in a little bit, Kevin. That would be fun. Alrighty, let's. Honestly, nah, we'll put that in the sell pile. All right, Patton. It's a movie about General Patton from World War II. Sell pile. All right. Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg presents Band of Brothers. HBO Entertainment, really? My goodness gracious. What is this, a miniseries? DreamWorks and HBO. Huh. I'm kind of curious. I mean, Tom Hanks is really good. A teleplay. Oh, okay. Huh. No, we'll hold on to this. No rush. We're in Ash's call whenever you want to join. There's a lot of new roles added. Ooh, okay, cool. Sounds fun. All right, we'll hold on to that one. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Transporter. Saw it. Didn't really thrill my soul. Arthur and Arthur 2. I'm assuming this isn't, hey, what I'm gonna get time of day. It's not that Arthur. Honestly, doesn't look super like, oh my gosh, this looks so funny. We'll put that in the sell pile. All right. The Black Stallion. I think I've seen this, or at least the VHS of this before. It was good. I'll put it in the sell pile. Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Sliding Doors. Gwyneth Paltrow. What if one split second sent your life in 2 completely different directions? Helen's about to find out that romance was never this much fun. There are 2 sides, and then you flip it over. There are 2 sides to every story. Helen's about to live both of them at the same time. Romance was never this much fun. This sounds needlessly complicated. 1998. No thanks. Sell pile. Alright. Lawrence of Arabia. Winner of 7 Academy Awards, including 1962 Best Picture. Huh. Peter O'Toole. This was like a classic. Huh. Yeah, we'll hold on to that one. I like old, like in classic movies. Phone Booth. Colin Farrell, Forrest Whitaker, and Kiefer Sutherland. This literally has Blockbuster Inc. written on the back of it. Blockbuster. 2003. Wow. I've never heard of Phone Booth. Sell pile. Taken. Extended cut. I actually own it. Sell pile. Risky Business. Wait a minute. Oh, this is the... Okay, I'm keeping this one just so that I can watch the scene where he slides in his shirt tails and socks on the hardwood floor and he starts singing to old time rock and roll. I'm keeping that for that reason. All right. Cold Mountain. Jude Law. Nicole Kidman. Renee Zellweger? Yeah. Cold Mountain. Best actress of the Stars Academy Award. Blah, 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 blah. Academy Award. At the dawn of the Civil War, the men of Cold Mountain, North Carolina, rushed to join the Confederate Army. Ada has vowed to wait for Inman, but as the war drags on and letters go unanswered, she must find the will to survive. At war's end, hearts will be dashed, dreams fulfilled in the strength of human spirit. Okay. I'm going to put that in the sell pile. All right. Flags of Our Fathers, a Clint Eastwood film. Sell pile. Diane Keaton, Baby Boom, an unexpected comedy. Very funny, 2 thumbs up. Huh. Huh, very interesting. I'll put that. My dad might enjoy that. He likes comedies sometimes, you know. The Hours. That doesn't look interesting. Never heard of it, but it doesn't look interesting. Ed TV. Matthew McConaughey, Jenna Elfman, Woody Harrelson, and Elizabeth Hurley. Seriously. A ton of these I've never heard of before. I mean, it doesn't... Story. Nobody. Okay. Nah, I don't think so. Sell pile. Alright. No Reservations. Catherine Zeta-Jones. Ooh. And then Aaron Eckhart. Savory and Delicious. I'm assuming they're using that pun because they're chefs. I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones, I've at least seen her in a couple things. It's been a long time. I feel like Aaron Eckhart looks familiar. But, Workaholic, Master Chef, blah, 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 blah. Nah, sell pile. All right. Prime. Meryl Streep, Uma Thurman, and then Brian Greenberg. Says, the year's best romantic comedy. Nope, don't think so. Sell pile. All right. Oops. There we go. Spies Like Us, Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. Okay, this was like a very goofy comedy. But I kind of want to see it just for that very reason. All right, so that is now the 2 bags. Now we get to the big old boxes. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so far, I already see some very interesting things. First off, we've got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I remember this movie. My aunt had this film on VHS when I was a little kid, and I probably wasn't even supposed to watch it. I mean, it's only rated PG, but I mean, this was PG in, when was this made? 1988. PG in the 80s is very different from PG in the late in 2010s, 2020. Like that's, I feel like I got to keep it just to rewatch it and see what I remember from this. That just feels so nostalgic. Next up, we've got Sabrina, and no, not the Teenage Witch. We've got Sabrina with Humphrey Bogart, Audrey Hepburn, and William Holden. These are classic actors. I'm going to give this to my dad. I think he'd really enjoy that. We've got The Notebook. I'm going to give this to my mom. I think she would enjoy that. Next up, we've got The Sentinel. The Sentinel. Don't really recognize anybody in here. Honestly, doesn't look like 2009 is when this was sold for $3.99. We're gonna put this in the sell pile. Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau. Okay, I've actually heard of these films. I'm gonna give this to my dad. I think he would enjoy that. All right, we've got Reese Witherspoon in Wild. Huh. That's interesting. Not interesting enough for me to keep it, but still interesting. Put that in the sell pile. All right. Sandra Bullock and Hugh Grant. 2 Weeks Notice. Looks like another romantic comedy. Never really heard of it. Doesn't look particularly interesting. We're going to put that in the sell pile. Love and Basketball. Don't know much about love. Don't know anything about basketball. So, and we're going to put that in the sell pile. Ryan, how are you doing, buddy? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. This is definitely an odd stream that you've stumbled into, my friend. The guy who lives across the hall from me is moving, and he had this guest room that was filled with movies, DVDs. So he's given me several boxes of DVDs, and there's most likely more that's going to come. So I've decided to take a stream where I basically just sorted through them and showed my knowledge or my limited knowledge on certain films. Let's see, ended up getting a new phone today, and you're the first stream I watched on this. I am honored. I'm honored. Thank you so much, Ryan. All right, moving right along. We've got this next movie called Far and Away. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. Far and Away. Looks like a period westerny type of movie. Nah, I'm good. Sell pile. All right. Next up, we've got Wall-E. Wall-E. You can watch it on Disney Plus. Is that? I mean, I thought it was good. Might not be my favorite Pixar film, but I mean, I think it's pretty good. We will put that in the sell pile though, just because, like I said, I can watch it anytime on Disney Plus. All right. We've got The Bridges of Madison County. Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep. Huh. World traveling National Geographic photographer. Okay, my mom might enjoy this. I'm going to put this in the family gift pile. Let's see. $1 Million Baby. Clint Eastwood, Hilary Swank, and Morgan Freeman. Ooh, Morgan Freeman. That actually sounds really interesting. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that one. Might be something interesting. I mean, it's Morgan Freeman. You know, that immediately gives it credibility points. All right. We've got the unrated edition. The unrated edition to a movie called Savages. I'm going to go with nope, but thanks for playing. Sell pile. We've got Legally Blonde. Legally Blonde, which I remember seeing when I was younger. My mom and aunt and sister wanted to watch it, and I mean, I thought it was pretty funny. So we'll give this to my mom or my sister, or maybe my aunt. All right, we've got Kate Hudson and John Corbett. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Raising Helen. Raising Helen. Sell pile. All right. The Prestige. Ooh, okay, so this actually was kind of interesting. I think I'm going to hold on to this one because I've not seen it, but I've heard interesting things about it. It's also got David Bowie in it. Yeah, we're keeping that one. The Preacher's Wife with Denzel Washington, Whitney Houston. We'll hold on to this one. I mean, it's got Whitney Houston in it. You can tell my standards for keeping films. Life or something like that. Angelina Jolie and Ed Burns. Sell pile. Something's Gotta Give with Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton. Keanu Reeves, Francis Dorn beat. I don't think so. Sell pile. All right. The Great Escape with Steve McQueen, James Garner, and Richard Attenborough. Really? Interesting. You know what? I'm going to give this to my dad. I think he might enjoy that. Samson and Delilah. Cecil B. DeMille masterpiece. Okay, this is a classic. I'd say this is like in the 1950 in color, in Technicolor no less. All right, we'll hold on to that one. That's kind of cool. Angelina Jolie in Salt. Salt. CIA operative goes on the run when a Russian defector convinces her superiors that she's a double agent sent to assassinate the President of the United States. As the intense manhunt heats up, Salt uses all her skills as a covert operative to elude capture and uncover a secret so powerful it could change the course of the world history. Interesting. Okay. Hey, we got Stone Family 64. Hey, hope you're doing well. Doing great. How are you doing tonight? Doing something a little bit different. Was given a bunch of boxes of DVDs, random DVDs. I have no idea what's in these. And so I'm going through them, seeing which ones I want to keep, which ones I want to give to maybe family members or friends as gifts, and which ones I'm going to sell. So, you know what? We're going to hold on to Salt. That actually sounds kind of interesting. All right, we got the original Jumanji, the Collector's Series. We keeping this. I remember seeing this sucker in theaters. Let's see. When was this released? At what point did my parents decide to take me to this film? 1995? I was 5 years old. We went to see this when I was 5? Really? I mean, I guess it's PG. We're keeping this, basically. We got Uptown Girls, starring Brittany Murphy and Dakota Fanning. Sell pile. Nothing super interesting, or nothing that jumps out to me about that. The Deer Hunter, Robert De Niro. Winner of 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. The Deer Hunter follows a group of Pennsylvania steel workers from their blue-collar lives, hunting in the woods of the Alleghenies of Southeast Asia during the Vietnam War. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, that sounds... It's got Christopher Walken in it, as well as John Savage, Meryl Streep, and John Cazale. Interesting. I'll put this in the family gift pile. All right. We've got The Secret of Rowan Inish. Island of the Seals. Nope. Putting that in the sell pile. None about that looks interesting to me. Oh my gosh. We've got the original never-ending story. Keeping this, if for no other reason, just for that absolutely awesome cover. That is fantastic. Keeping that. All right. The Count of Monte Cristo. Really? Let's say, when was this made? Does it say? It doesn't. I have no idea when this version was made. Count of Monte Cristo. Prepare for adventure, Count on Revenge. Jim Caviezel, is that Guy Pearce and Richard Harris. Nah, we'll put that in the sell file. Doesn't look as interesting. All right. The General's Daughter. John Travolta. Put that in the sell pile. All right. Analyze this. Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal. New York's most powerful gangster is about to get in touch with his feelings. You try telling him his 50 minutes is up. And Lisa Kudrow. I'll say Lisa Kudrow was Phoebe in Friends. Yes, I know that. That actually kind of sounds like a little funny. You know what? We'll put that in the keep pile, at least for a little while. The Book of Eli and I Am Legend. Actually have the Book of Eli. Saw the most important parts of I Am Legend. So we're going to put that in the sell pile. Alright, Saving Mr. Banks. Own it. It's great. I'm a big Mary Poppins fan. Like, it's one of my favorite classic Disney movies. So a movie that basically tells you the backstory of it, I was all about. Alright. Sandra Bullock in The Net. There's literally nothing about it in here. This hit thriller about a computer expert whose life is erased by a computer conspiracy. Probably sounds like it would be extremely dated. We're going to put that in the sell pile. Alright. Bobby. That's literally all it's called. Bobby. We got a bunch of people in here. Lindsay Lohan? Powerful reminder of what America could be. Nope, doesn't look interesting. Put that in the sell pile. Alright, Calendar Girls? No thank you. We're going to put that in the sell pile. Alright. Elizabeth, the Golden Age. Nope, we're going to put that in the sell pile too. Alright. Bride Wars. Kate Hudson and Anne Hathaway. Oh, wait a minute. This is the two friends who start competing because they're both getting married? Yes, I remember seeing something about that. Put that in the sell pile. Alright. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. We got Martin Lawrence and Will Smith in both of them. What you gonna do? Well, I've actually heard about this, so I might hold on to it at least temporarily and give it a watch. We'll see. What? Okay, fine. If you're not gonna stay up there, then you just sit over there. Alright. Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold. We got Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson was in that one too. Were these organized by like who was in them? I doubt it. I think it's just a coincidence. Put that in the sell pile. Alright, In Good Company. We got Dennis Quaid, we've got Scarlett Johansson, and we've got Topher Grace. In Good Company. Nah, put that in the sell pile. The Flight of the Phoenix. James Stewart and Richard Attenborough. Oh, we got Jimmy Stewart. You know what? We gotta hold on to this one just because it's got Jimmy Stewart in it. I mean, that's a given. Footloose. Oh, the original. Kevin Bacon, Laurie Singer, Diane Weist, and John Lithgow. Man, we're holding on to that. That's a classic. We're holding on to Footloose. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll just go through everything at the bottom of the box now. French Kiss. Gonna go with Cell Pile. Thank you. All right. She's the One. Oh, we got a movie with Jennifer Aniston in it. Looks like, at least that looks like her picture. Putting that in the Cell Pile doesn't look super interesting. Other than Jennifer Aniston. Wild Hogs. Oh my gosh. Tim Allen, John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, and William H. Macy. I remember seeing clips of that. I'm going to go with no. Put that in the Cell Pile. Wonder Woman 1984. Wait. This is like really recent. They actually put this on DVD? Okay. I mean, it's going in the Cell Pile, but still. That's weird. Assassins, 3 movie collections. Sicario, American Assassin, and Killing Gunther. None of those movies sound particularly interesting. Cell Pile. Sherlock Holmes. I'm pretty sure I own this. Let me scan. In fact, I think I own it on Blu-ray. Well, you know what? We'll put this in the gift pile. Somebody in the family might enjoy it. All right. Collateral Beauty. Collateral Beauty. Nah, put that in the Cell Pile. Begin Again. It's got Mark Ruffalo in it. A blend of romance, music, and dreams. Nope. Sorry. I know this is kind of like judging a book by its cover, but I'm sorry. If something doesn't grab me, I just don't want to watch it. Let's see. From A True Story, End of the Spear. End of the Spear. Worlds collide and tragedy strikes as a missionary group journeys to the heart of the Amazon jungle in search of the Wodani, a tribe of fierce warriors completely isolated from civilization. When 5 of the missionaries are killed by tribesmen, their families are left husbandless and fatherless. Despite their tremendous loss, and as a testament to their faith, the families decide to remain in Ecuador and live among the Wodani as originally planned. But the effects of that first encounter have yet to subside. The young boy, determined to unlock the secret of his father's death, must learn to accept a tragedy he cannot remember in this powerful tale of sacrifice, courage, and redemption. That actually sounds really interesting. I've heard this story talked about before. I'm going to put this in the keep pile. I think my mom might find that rather interesting. Firewall with Harrison Ford and Paul Bettany. Wait a minute. So what we got here is Indiana Jones versus Vision. Keep pile. We got to see that. Die Another Day. 007 with Pierce Brosnan. Sure. 007. Rendition. Jake Gyllenhaal, Reese Witherspoon, Peter Sarsgaard with Alan Arkin and Meryl Streep. From an overseas flight, his disappearance sends shockwaves all the way to the national capital. Despite desperate for the truth, his wife begins to search for a missing man, which leads a CIA unit head and a novice agent into an international web of deceit, conspiracies, and top secret truth. Jake Gyllenhaal is really cool, and Meryl Streep's also a treasure, but I'm going to go with no. Put that in the Cell Pile. Freedom Land, Samuel L. Jackson and Julianne Moore. Nope. Sorry. Doesn't look interesting. Moving right along. A Good Day to Die Hard. Bruce Willis. Oh, so this is one of the sequels to Die Hard, which I've not seen. So sorry. I guess we'll put this in the sell pile for right now, just because I've not seen. I need probably need to see the original. Joe Somebody, Tim Allen. I mean, Tim Allen, you were funny in Home Improvement and the Santa Claus, but I don't think so. Sell pile. A History of Violence. Best movie of the year, really? Nope, doesn't look interesting. We're gonna put that in the sell pile. NCIS Season 9. That is not a movie. That is the complete 9th season of NCIS. Disc 3. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Disc 1, 2, 3, 6. It's missing disc 4 and 5. Probably won't even be able to sell it if it's missing anything. Ratatouille. Not a bad movie, but Disney Plus exists. Cape Fear. Uh-oh, really? Robert De Niro, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange. Ooh, a suspense film. I feel like I've heard of this. You know what? We're going to put that in the keep pile. I enjoy a good suspenseful movie every now and then. Rent. Musical. Yes, we'll keep that. Bridget Jones' Diary. I'm going to go with no. We're going to put that in the sell pile. Peter Manhunter. The Hannibal Lecter series. Oh, wait a minute. I remember hearing about this. Yeah, this sounds like it might be kind of cool. We'll put this in the keep pile. Hitman, unrated. Sell pile. Free State of Jones, Matthew McConaughey. Wait, Free State of Jones? Inspired by the incredible true story. Untold true story of the defiant Southern farmer and his extraordinary armed rebellion against the Confederacy during the Civil War. Despite the overwhelming odds, Knight banded together with other small farmers and local slaves and launched an uprising that led Jones County, Mississippi, to secede from the Confederacy, creating a free state of Jones. Okay, that actually sounds really interesting. That sounds really, really interesting. We're gonna hold on to that one. That sounds really cool. The Princess Diary. We'll see if maybe somebody in the family wants that. The Rocketeer. I remember this coming on Disney Channel when I was a kid. We'll hold on to this one too. That's interesting. All right, 28 Days, Sandra Bullock. Nah, I'm good. Rampage with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. We'll keep that. Rob Roy. Liam Neeson. Jessica Lange. Rob Roy. Extraordinary performance as a legendary hero who refused to let his enemies destroy his honor, and the loyal woman who gave him the courage to fight. Boasting the best direction, acting, writing, and technical credits, and one of the great action sequences of movie history. Oh. Hey, I like Liam Neeson. We'll give it a shot. I like Taken. Source Code. Jake Gyllenhaal. Eh. Rental only. Nah, we're going to put that in the sell pile. 007. The world is not enough. Yeah, we'll hold on to that one. All right, guys. So that is one box empty. That leaves us with one final box. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting movies that are going to go in the sell pile, actually in this box. So I got someplace to put them. Cloverfield. I've not watched Cloverfield, but I have watched 10 Cloverfield Lane, and I liked it. So we'll keep this one. Might be interesting. The Graduate. I've heard of this. I've never seen it, but I've heard of this. I'm going to hold on to that one. That sounds interesting. Deep Water. Deep Water. Ooh. Sharks? No, I'm good. We're going to put that in the sell pile. Emma. Emma? Oh. Nope. Sell pile. Let's see. Almost Famous. Now we'll put that in the sell pile. All right. American Gangster. Inspired by true stories. Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. No, I'm good. Put that in the sell pile. Warcraft. Wait, there was a movie based on the world of Warcraft? Okay, I might have to watch that just to see what that has to be like. Fame. Honestly, not like one of my favorites. I think we'll put that over the sell pile too. Shergar. Okay, no, sell pile. All right. Antoine Fisher, based on a true story. Inspired by a story. Troubled sailor who was ordered to see a naval psychiatrist about his volatile temper. Nah, I'm good. Alright, moving right along. Spanglish? Spanglish? What kind of word is that? A comedy with a language all its own. I'm good. Lady in the Water. This is one of those. This is an M. Night Shyamalan film. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that. That actually sounds like that might be kind of interesting. L.A. Confidentials. I'm good. That in the sell pile. Wait a minute. Didn't I say I was gonna start putting the sell stuff? I did say that. Whoops. All right. Greatest classic films: East of Eden, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, A Streetcar Named Desire, Rebel Without a Cause. You know what? Those are classics. We will keep those. Boat Trip. That looks a little raunchy. We're going to put that in there. All right. Let's see. Center Stage. Ballet Company. A Few Good Men. Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and Demi Moore. Huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to keep this one. This has got the "You can't handle the truth" line in it. We got to keep that. The Wedding Planner. I'm going to go with no. Thanks for playing. All right. Stardust. Actually, I remember watching this when it was on Netflix. This is not a bad movie. We're going to put that in the keep pile. Stigmata? I'm going to go with no. This looks weird. Put that in the sell pile. All right. A Walk in the Woods. It's got Robert Redford, Nick Nolte, and Emma Thompson. Nah, I'm good. Oh my gosh, yes. Charade with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. Fantastic movie. If you've never seen this, you need to see it. This is a must watch. Definitely keeping that. Minority Report. I recently watched somebody do an online review of this movie, and it sounds really interesting. We're going to keep this one too. This is Tom Cruise. That sounds cool. Yep, I know. My key pile's all falling down. I know. All right, Shenandoah with Jimmy Stewart. Western. Actually, I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to watch it with my granny. She and my granddaddy love Westerns. Despicable Me 1 and 2. I've actually seen them both. I'm going to put this in the sell pile. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong, but I've seen them, and I'm good. Ladder 49, Joaquin Phoenix and John Travolta. Wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, this looks big, but I don't know if I would enjoy that. We're gonna put that in the sell pile too. All right. The Golden Child. Murphy is the chosen one. As the chosen one, Murphy's on a madcap mission to save the Golden Child, a young with mystical powers who's been abducted by an evil cult. He battles a band of super nasties, scrambles through a chamber of traps and horrors and my goodness. Okay, that actually sounds kind of interesting. We will hold on to that. That actually sounds kind of funny. All right. Russell Crowe, A Beautiful Mind. Ed Harris. Beautiful Mind stars Russell Crowe in an astonishing performance as brilliant mathematical John Nash on the brink of international acclaim when he becomes entangled in a mysterious conspiracy. Now only his devoted wife. Sounds, I'm good. We'll put that in the sell pile. Right, yeah, I was starting now, and then I was like, wait a minute now. Then we got Morgan Freeman and Clive Owen in Last Nights. 2014. I'm good. Put that in the sell pile. Alright. The Water Horse, Legend of the Deep. I actually have watched this. It was on Netflix. It's alright. Put that in the sell pile. Serendipity. Kate Beckinsale and John Cusack. Sell pile. Click. Actually, I do remember seeing this. We will put in the sell pile, but it wasn't bad. I've seen it. King's Speech. Saw enough of it. Was okay with it. Godzilla. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is the crazy one. Okay. Yeah, we will hold on to this one just because that's funny. That's got some funny things in it. Wait. Nicolas Cage, Season of the Witch. Ron Perlman. Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman together? Dang. Okay, we're holding on to that one. That sounds like that could be something. The Lake House. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. Nah, we're fine. Put that in the sell pile. Just the Ticket. Andy Garcia and Andy McDowell. Nah. Put that in the sell pile. Hope Floats. Never heard of that. A lot of Sandra Bullock movies. I guess my neighbor really likes Sandra Bullock. Put that in the sell pile. Countdown. The Sky's on Fire. Earth-shattering special effects. Man made this disaster. Sell pile. Whale Rider. Whale Rider? Sister Paya, although disregarded by her grandfather and shunned by the village people, 12-year-old Paya remains certain of her calling and trains herself in the ways and customs of her people. With remarkable grace, Pia finds the strength to challenge her family and embrace 1,000 years of tradition in order to fulfill her destiny. Huh. Once again, I have never heard of this. 2003. Put that in the sell pile. Alright, guys, we're down to like near the bottom of this box. Finally. Alright. V for Vendetta. Heck to the yeah, we're keeping that. 7 pounds with Will Smith. 7 pounds. Man at a crossroads searching for winter, redeem his heavy conscience, discover the power of change, some strangers deserve a second chance. Nah. Sell pile. The Lost Boys. Huh. I actually just saw an episode of, or I just saw somebody on YouTube here within the last year that did a review of this and actually said that it was actually pretty good. We'll hold on to that. That sounds like that might be kind of fun. Alright. Wait. Tomb Raider. But that is not my Tomb Raider. Who are you? Alicia Vikander? Angelina Jolie is Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. I beg your pardon. I'm going to go with no. We'll put that in the sell pile. Evolution. Okay, saw this, but it is hilarious. We're going to keep that one. The Forbidden Kingdom. Jackie Chan. Jet Li. Huh. That's interesting. We're going to hold on to that one. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Oh. Yeah, I've heard a lot about this one too. That's cool. Not at the museum. Have it. Gonna put it in the sell pile. Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Don't have it, but my friend does, and that is enough. The Fallen Angel, 3-movie collection, Legion, Priest, and Gabriel. I actually think I've seen Legion before. Is I. Put that in the sell pile. Pacific Rim. No thank you. The Marine with John Cena, unrated. No thank you. Put that in the sell pile. Never Been Kissed, a comedy classic. Drew Barrymore, David Arquette. Nah, I'm good. Put that in the sell pile. Almost done. Mordecai. Johnny Depp, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Ewan McGregor. I heard that this wasn't good. But I feel like I want to watch it at least once. Because I think, I don't know. I don't know. Something about it just seems funny. Alright. Big Fish. I've heard of this. I've never seen it. You know what? We'll watch it once. What's the worst that could happen? The Happening. Okay, keeping this. Dreamcatcher. Oh my gosh. Again, another one of those like funny internet reviews that talked about this one. Keeping this. That is hilarious. Brotherhood of the Wolf. No, we're good. Put that in the sell pile. Robert Redford and Brad Pitt in Spy Game. No thank you. We'll put that in the sell pile. This might need to go in the burn pile. The Astronaut Farmer. I remember when this came out, and I thought it was dumb then too. Put that in the sell pile. A Sound of Thunder. Something in the past, will it affect the present? Yes, says this eye-filled time travel thriller. Ooh. You know what? That actually sounds interesting. We'll hold on to that one. Gods of Egypt. I remember hearing that it wasn't great. Put that in the sell pile. Seventh Son. Seventh Son. I don't think so. So. Vin Diesel, The Last Witch Hunter. Sell pile. Batteries not included. Okay, for this we will keep, because I remember seeing this when I was a kid, and it seemed, and I gotta see it again. Keanu Reeves in replicas. To resurrect his family, Williams recruits a fellow scientist to help secretly clone their bodies and create replicas. When William learns that they can only replicate 3 of the 4 family members, makes his decision with fateful consequences. Okay, that actually sounds kind of interesting. We will hold on to that one. All right, final. I'm gonna slide these over. I'm not looking at what they are, but final little bit of films, at least for right now. I know there will be more later. Russell Crowe in Noah. Saw it, didn't care for it. Sell pile. Someone Like You. Ashley Judd. Greg Kinnear and Hugh Jackman. I don't think so. Put that in the sell pile. Harry and the Hendersons. I remember this when I was a kid. That guy scared me, so we're going to put that in the sell pile. A River Runs Through It. Robert Redford. You know what? We'll hold on to this one. I think this that might be kind of cool. Ocean's 12. You know what? I have seen this. It's pretty good, but I've seen it. I've already seen it. I'll put that in the sell pile. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Collateral Damage. Really? No thanks. Put that in the sell pile. Alright. Little Black Book with Kathy Bates and Brittany Murphy, Holly Hunter, and Ron Livingston. Nope. We're going to go with no. Sell pile. The Interpreter. Nicole Kidman and Sean Penn. And put that in the sell pile. Honey. Nah, I don't think so. Sell pile. Leonardo DiCaprio, Shutter Island. You know what? I just recently saw this. And I liked it. We're going to keep it. I think that'll be a cool film. All right. Insomnia. Al Pacino, Robin Williams. You know what? We're gonna keep that one. That sounds interesting. 8 Mile. From Blockbuster. I'm not a big movie fan personally. Hey, May. So you would not believe the look of my den right now. The floor is covered with DVDs. It looks like a Blockbuster exploded. And this movie actually came from Blockbuster. The guy who lives across the hall from me gave me 3 boxes and 2 grocery bags filled with DVDs. So I'm just creating piles. The pile that I'm going to keep, the pile that I'm going to sell. So yeah, we got 8 Mile, which I'm going to give to a friend. I think he would love it. Wild Horses. Wild Horses by Robert Duvall, with Robert Duvall, James Franco, and Josh Hartnett. I'm good. Put that in the sell pile. We've got Burt Lancaster and Audrey Hepburn, The Unforgiven. Ooh. Interesting. I know. Mama told me he was giving you DVDs before he moves. Oh, okay. So you already knew. Audrey Hepburn. I'm going to give it a shot. Just last 5 DVDs. Bring it on. He had the movie Bring It On. We're going to put that in the sell pile. We've got It Runs in the Family. Kirk Douglas, Michael Douglas. Put that in the sell pile. Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the movie. Another Medea. We will put this in the keep pile. Flashdance. Put that in the sell pile. And the last one from the box. Kiss the Girls. Morgan Freeman and Ashley Judd. Oh my goodness. This is like, okay, so this is actually like a suspense thriller. No, we will watch it then. Your little old man neighbor had Bring It On DVD. I'm slightly disturbed. Me too. All right. Well, guys, or May. That's it. That's all the movies that I have. I now need to clean up my floor and put all the stuff to sell in the sell box. May. So I did find one other thing, and I doubt I'm going to be able to sell it. It's the 9th season of NCIS. The reason why it was in the sell pile, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sell it, is because it's actually missing discs 4 and 5. So it's a season, but it's missing discs 4 and 5. And I'm not about to go asking for them. Because no telling where those discs might be. And most likely this was bought secondhand anyway, so it was probably missing it when he got it. So at any rate, that's in the sell pile. We're going to try to sell it. All right, well, my gosh, that took an hour and a half to go through all of those movies. That is ridiculous. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. Going to go ahead. I know, right? Going to go ahead and say good night. We should be able to raid, I would assume. Let me double check something real quick. Pretty sure, yes, it is. All right, let me pull this up real quick. Nice. Okay, cool. Let me grab this link. I think it's probably just going to be the 2 or 3 of us, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to go on a raid because Ash is live right now, and we are going to raid Ash. I probably will actually be playing Among Us with them here in a few minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and do this raid for the fun of it. So make sure you use the hashtag #RivalRaid. All right, so we're going to do the rival raid. We're going to be raiding my good friend Ash, the puppy pokey trainer. And I'll probably be joining in the gameplay here in a few minutes for the fun of it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. And for those of you who watched or are now watching back because you're curious on what the heck these movies were, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see y'all real soon. Hopefully we'll be able to play Mystery Dungeon with Kevin this Saturday morning. But hope you all have an awesome night. Let me go ahead and put that link in the chat actually while I'm thinking about it. Throw that in there. Cool. So hope you all have an awesome night. And as always, remember who you are. Bye.